In this video, I'm going to show you how to purchase and print your Lekala pattern from the lekala.co website. This is a great website for people who want to make their own custom clothing that fits really well. This is the pattern that I'm going to purchase today. It's a really cute blouse that just came out. You can save several different measurements into your own personal account. So if you like to sew for lots of different people, you can save their measurements or your own measurements and put them in very easily. You can also apply standard measurements and choose different sizes that way. So if I choose a particular size, it's going to put in all of those standardized sizes. A couple of these other adjustments can be really handy as well, such as your upper arm measurements. If you have a large bicep, that can be really handy. And another one that I've found is quite handy is changing the shoulder width. That can adjust where the shoulder point ends on the pattern, and that can make a big difference in terms of the overall fit and appearance of your garments. Before you decide to change any of these settings, I recommend trying out a few different patterns without changing anything. A lot of the customization that you might be used to with other pattern companies are not necessary with the Lekala patterns. The Lekala patterns are based on your own measurements, so certain adjustments like full bust adjustment are not necessary. Okay, so once you have all of your measurements in there, you can either get a free pattern preview or you can add it to your cart. I recommend doing both of these things because they are both helpful for different reasons. You can see that I already have the pattern in my cart, and you can either pay by PayPal Direct or you can go to your cart and pay through a bundle purchase. The bundles are a discounted rate that you can get pattern files for, and it's a really great deal and it reduces your cost significantly. It usually only takes a couple of minutes for your pattern file to be emailed to you, and when you do receive the pattern file, I recommend opening it with Safari or another web browser. I've had a few problems with printing my files, and I'm just going to show you what the problem was and how to get around it. So normally when I print these files, either from Safari or from a different program, I've had this issue where some of the borders don't show up. And here's an example in the preview. I found a way to get around it simply by changing the paper size, and that shows me the entire border. But I don't actually want to use legal size paper. So I need to get that back to a US letter size paper, and the way that I've done it is simply to open it as a PDF in preview. And now you can see that all of those borders are actually showing up on the paper. So that allows me to go ahead and send it to the printer again. And when I preview again, let's just adjust the scale to 100%. Those borders are showing up. Those borders are actually really important when you try to put the pieces together, so I really recommend trying to work this out before you send it to the printer. If this is the first time that you're printing a Lekala pattern, I recommend printing the final page first before you send everything to the printer. And that page has a 10 by 10 centimeter square that you can print out and measure to make sure that your pattern is printing to the correct scale. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and print your entire file, or you can skip the first and last pages. Go ahead and send it to the printer now. Okay, so it looks like it's printing out fine with all of the borders in place. Check out my next video where I'm going to show you a really easy way to fit all of these different pieces together. Until next time!